It is Wednesday, February 23rd, and this was finale night for Celebrity Big Brother 3, and honestly, it all went according to plan. Not much to say, but we're gonna say it. I don't know. I apologize. This is Joey. We apologize to our Facebook friends. We are in violation of some kind of policy, and we've been shut down. I'm trying to appeal, and it does not look like we're going to be seen. So we will no longer be on Facebook, which is really a shame. So we're sorry. Join us on the YouTubes. So Tommy's back for finale night. Woo! Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Welcome back. Not an eventful finale here.
No.
We were robbed of our jury Q&A.
I'm so mad.
There's so many things that I'm upset. I'm also upset that we
mad.
never got to find out what America's vote was.
Like, yeah, at least say
at
it.
least
even if it
tell
doesn't
us.
count.
Yeah, I just want to know.
Like, I mean, I'm sure we all know what it was, but tell us.
I think we do all know what it was.
Yeah.
Although I have to say I was a little surprised by the America's favorite house guest.
Yeah.
Although not at the same time. Like I get when you think out of like being a feeder like we are. Like the casuals would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even like Twitter, I felt like I was seeing Shayna's name a lot. So I was surprised by Carson. Mm-hmm. I'm glad Carson got it, but I would have got it.
Yeah, I was rooting for Lamar to be America's favorite, but I'm not upset with Carson getting it at all.
Right. I have no ill feelings towards Carson. I just was not expecting him to win it at all.
I didn't expect him to. I didn't really even think he was in the running.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I
mean, Fun DR is like sure.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. I support it. I just didn't think he had a shot.
Right.
Yeah. But I guess we started the night.
No, I don't know. I should not say what I'm going to say because I'm getting ahead of myself. But like,
why?
Just what you said before about like really disappointing not getting the Q&A because you can tell that these people had things to say.
And I had things to hear. Yeah. I was ready.
So I mean, that's we can save that for later. But I just.
Well, it won't take us long to get there. We opened up the night with who? Cynthia, Miesha, and Todrick. We played our final HOH, and to no one's surprise, Miesha wins again. It was 3 to Todrick and Cynthia's 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then, following fashion, Miesha decides to evict Cynthia because Todrick has been her ride or die. And then that really brings us now to the non-Q&A. Actually, no, it doesn't. Crazy. Hold on. Because before we did any of that, Julie appeared to us in this dress. Okay. Yeah, we have to go right into Julie judgment because this number, this is a finale. Okay, this is also the finale of Celebrity, which is supposed to be presented in a fancier, more upscale fashion.
I love
the redesign of the house. I'm sorry.
I love her confidence in it, though.
Okay, well, we are not here judging somebody's self-esteem or their gusto. This is all she said to them. Look, it's the finale. You all look so glamorous. Yet she appeared before us in this crocheted
this was not
number.
A finale dress.
No, it's not. I don't even think it's a Friday night dress. This is a dress rehearsal dress. This is we need you to move from Q to Q. This is not. I have to give it a knot. And it's a hard knot because this is the finale. She knows better than this. She knows better than this.
Literally, the very second that we opened up on her and she was wearing this, I immediately said, I cannot wait for Julie Children because I do feel this. I thought she looked great as always, but I felt the same way. I was like, this is Celebrity
like a little old
Big Brother
lady
finale.
Yeah, a little old lady crocheted this during the last snowstorm. Unacceptable. Like, really no good. No good. As soon as the camera pulled up, I said, Thomas, that dress. and that was it.
I loved how during the HOH competition that Miesha was so far ahead that she was like, we don't need to do this anymore. Miesha, you won.
She was like, let's just skip this. We don't need to do this anymore.
We're done. Yeah. Julie's in rare form tonight. I think she handled everything okay, though. She had one little moment or two where she stumbled. Or she felt like she kind of hesitated.
she had a moment like right before reading the votes where she was like, "All right, it's time to get the winner of Celebrity Big Brother." Like something weird happened, and I was like, "Julie, this is a really important moment."
And it's like, "Come on, you're almost there.
Yeah,
you're almost there.
At least get the name of the show right."
Gosh, like getting tackled on the 1 yard line. Like, come on, Julie. So the other night I asked you all to submit your favorite Julie looks of the season. This is what I get from Thomas. No.
After all the yelling at me you did.
This is a not.
No.
Again,
I thought it was
matronly.
cute.
I thought it was cute too. They yelled
I
at
love
me.
the shoes. I love the leather skirt. I thought it was a cute Valentine's Day outfit.
That was all right.
All right.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you.
No, I mean, hey, listen, great. I mean, I love her confidence.
Now we're judging people by their gusto.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be judging by gusto, but I'm looking for a positive. Okay, so the confidence is there. As far as the next best look, I have to say, all three of us agreed.
Yay!
We all said the same thing. This is the official jury duty favorite look.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, she really stepped into her womanhood with this one. You want to talk about confidence? I mean,
now
she's giving us
is a finale outfit. Well, maybe not a finale outfit.
Listen, you know what? It's more finale than what we got.
Yeah.
Right, it's leaps and bounds more so than what we had.
Yes.
The other outfit that feels like a double eviction night, outfit.
Yeah, this is listen, we came to party. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is a big night. I'm gonna let you know that I know.
I have 2 people to interview tonight.
So stupid. Yes. Julie, our queen. She's a hot mess, but I wouldn't want it any other way. Okay. So now to our non-Q&A.
Our non-Q&A.
Yeah. Everybody got to make one statement as they put their keys in. Oh, but not before. Uncle Todd and the eye rolling during Todd.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And Chris Kirkpatrick shaking his head, rolling his eyes.
It also looked like, I don't know, maybe I have a very discerning eye or I'm imagining it, but I also feel like Chris NSYNC's leg was tapping fast, like with anger. Okay, we'll give that another look and we'll let you know if that's true. We're not gonna let you know. We always say we're not. No, we're not.
We didn't get that Q&A, but we got a lot of what they were feeling and thinking.
We got some comments.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Did anybody write any of them down? There were a couple that were fun.
Shayna said that this vote means I never had to do a voice. And I was like,
ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, right, Chris Kirkpatrick's "This Is For My Son" hit real hard.
Yep. Did you hear Teddy too? Your favorite movie may be Wizard of Oz, but you forgot that we can see behind the curtain.
Wow. And honestly, that really set the tone for the entire thing. Like, if he didn't know what was about to come, like he knew then, that certainly signaled.
Yeah.
And then,
oh my God,
after they announced who won and they were out there, just seeing who was like, like the body language and how they were like hugging.
It was the
gradually.
most awkward finale moment I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very weird.
Yeah.
Lamar was not having it. He was just like, "No, I'm good."
It was
Yeah,
so cringy.
It was so uncomfortable. And
Like,
also,
like they stopped showing that side of the stage.
Oh, it was so bad.
they did. The camera stopped even going over there.
Yeah.
And I think what also made it worse is that you didn't have like the audience. You didn't have like the family and friends like rushing on the stage.
Yeah.
So like because that would have at least filled it out. And you would you wouldn't have noticed as much. Like it was just so like blaringly obvious.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
want to I want to know what Lamar's tattoo is. He said he got
That's
a
what I was just
tattoo
gonna say. It was
earlier in the
like
day.
everyone's saying all these shady comments, and Lamar comes out like, I got a tattoo today, and that's it. Thank you.
I'm assuming it's some kind of like word, some kind of virtue, and he picked the person he feels best reflects it, and it's probably like something like honor or something. You know what I mean? Like, and
well, for some reason, I just automatically assumed it was a lion.
yeah.
Does he wear lion things?
I don't
that
know.
a
I don't
thing?
know.
Was he wearing lions in the house? I just thought that meant
Now
like
that I
It's
remember.
definitely it's possible.
like a beast thing, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just
don't know why.
I felt like I noticed that he made a comment about a tattoo, choosing the person that best reflected it, and his vote was Miesha. So like clearly whatever he was saying was a shot at Todrick.
Oh, for sure.
I went to look it up on
But-
Instagram, and there have been no posts.
Yeah. But
No,
Yeah, I
it's-
just
well-
mean that it was some kind of a phrase that somebody.
Yeah.
to.
well, God. I mean, this really was. I feel like Todrick must feel like terrible. He knows that all those comments were towards him.
Well, that's the next thing I wanted to get into because, like, whether it's deserved or not, I listen. We weren't in the house. It probably was since they all seemed to agree, right? But what it must be like for him in that moment, not knowing what is going on. Like you're thinking that, like, oh, we just played a game, and everybody, you might be annoyed with me because you lost, but like we're still good. Like I had read something that he had said, like somebody saw it on the feeds about, oh, I hope that Shayna's over her thing with me so that they still come to my house Wednesday night. And it's like she's so not coming. Like
Yeah.
that it's not going to be a cast party. Miesha might swing by,
Yeah.
but like she's going to be too busy with the press anyway. Like like I don't know, like so uncomfortable. And like so when you're watching him stand there and like looking at like Julie and everything, I don't know, he had his back to everybody. Like it wasn't like we weren't like cheating out to other, blah blah blah. No.
Yeah.
Like once Carson,
Well,
Carson's the only one that genuinely was like, congratulations.
Yeah.
So
And there was a
about
moment.
class act.
like
There was even a moment when they first walked out. I was like, is Todrick even on stage? Right? Like, I just couldn't find him anywhere because everyone was like congregated over here, and Todrick was like over there.
Yeah.
I was like, is he even out there?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, it was awkward.
We were robbed of such good TV. That jury Q&A would have been so good. I'm so
Yeah.
mad that we got 2 hours of what Jerry O'Connell thinks of the season, and we didn't get to hear any jury Q&As. I'm pissed.
No. And all that probably did also is solidify the fact that now we have to deal with Jerry O'Connell on the next season.
Yeah.
As if we didn't already get our fill.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
How about Carson's apology to Shayna?
that was cute. I like that
I-
they made amends, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't think he needed to. I mean, unless there were things that we just didn't see.
You see,
from the
I don't think he needed to either. It's just there's a really weird vibe from the people that came out of the house. Like I feel like whether it's Carson with his apology to Shayna after like kind of like not that he was really working with Miesha and Todrick, but like they kind of made a deal. It seemed like they were okay. Now you have Carson apologizing to Shayna. You have Lamar's Instagram post, and his comment about his tattoo. I feel like Todd, when we just saw him leave the house, he came out being like, I'm fine, everything's fine. And then like tonight, he's like, as soon as I saw the live feeds, and he voted for Miesha. So obviously
and
it was
that's the
something
thing
with
too,
Todrick.
though.
Like he had everybody fooled in that house. The second they left, like the facade came down immediately.
But again, I think this is just an example of like what happens when you don't have a sequestered jury. Because even Todd said like everything was fine until I started seeing stuff from live feeds. And what was turning him off is how much like, because they continued slamming Shayna long after she had left the house and other people who were evicted too. And I think that that's just kind of like, it was just like a sour note to leave on where everyone was like, oh, maybe he's just not like this goes beyond the game. Like they're just not being kind people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just odd to me because I guess I just felt like Todrick, being such a big fan of the game, would know not to make it so personal. And it feels like everybody felt personally affected by him once they left the house, except for Cynthia, who had like no time. I'm sure her vote might have been
well,
different.
she didn't know any better, you know. She had only seen inside the house.
And I wonder what her vote would have been if, a week from now. I wonder if she feels weird being the only person that voted for Carson, hearing all these comments. Like, I wonder what her.
Well, I'm sure she was sitting there during the votes, like, I missed something. Something's happening. I don't know what's going on. I missed something.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see going forward if she watches the season, if she makes any statement about it, like tweeting or Instagram, and has like a change of heart.
I think there's also something about like the celebrity Big Brother game that's different because these are people that are not unfamiliar to each other. So there's a different expectation of playing in a different way that you don't get with strangers. Like walking into a house with strangers, I fully expect you to burn me at any given moment. And I think like even just from some of the things that Carson said after he left the house about like, oh, I really would have thought that after years of working with Todrick that he wouldn't lie to me. And it's like, well, I get why you would think that, and I get that, but like, no, because that's not the game you're playing. That's like saying because you're my best friend, you're not going to make me, draw 4 in Uno. Like it's not the game. So I wonder if that has something to do with it too. I still think that Todrick was not nice. I'm not saying he was, but.
No, I'm sure that was a factor in it as well. Because even you would hear Todrick saying, like, oh, I feel bad because I do have a relationship with Carson outside the gate. He would say it in his DRs all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so wild. Wow.
But, I mean, so that's. I mean, Miesha won. Duh.
And it's also just like I watched her win this HOH and it was like, all right, 4 HOHs and 2 vetoes is impressive for any season. This season was 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's crazy stats for a 3-week game.
Yeah.
She almost won everything she played in.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I know they had Lamar in there, who's another professional athlete, but like, he didn't seem as interested in playing the game as Miesha. Like, I wish we had another thread in there like Miesha that could have gone like toe to toe with her. Because I feel like, after a few evictions, it felt like we knew what was gonna we literally got the final 2 that like we knew was gonna happen for so long now. Like,
yeah, but I don't think that's just because she's like an athlete. Like, I think that like she's a fan, and like these other people just like really stunk.
Well, that's what I mean too, though.
Yeah,
like,
some of these trivia, it's not even just that Miesha was incredible. Like, it's just that everyone else, like these trivia ones, anyone could have done. Todd
and even
Cynthia,
still, like
terrible.
even just the game in general, it's like we were saying a couple of days ago. Like, yeah, the tricking Carson and Cynthia into voting out Shayna was impressive, but it was also really easy to achieve. You know,
right.
It's not like you were dealing with people who had like enough foresight in the game to like know what they were looking for. It was so easy to convince them that, yeah, sure, it is a great strategic game move, but it wasn't exactly difficult for them to do.
No.
Right. And that's what I mean. Like, as impressive as Miesha's stats are, like, what does this look like in a regular season? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if the 2 other people that you're competing against in the last HOH on a regular Big Brother season are only going to get 1 question right. So while I'm like, great, Miesha, 4th HOH, that's incredible, amazing. It's like, I don't know.
Right. And also because if you're playing the real game, you're playing with people who know they're supposed to be counting these days. They know they're supposed to be remembering all these things. Yeah. These were people in this house that didn't even really know how the veto could be like properly executed.
Right.
Like, I had to get a tutorial on the veto halfway through the game.
Which
Like-
also I think speaks to like my surprise at Todrick's gameplay, because he is that other like huge fan of this game that had the cookout living at his house for like weeks after BB23. How do you only get one question right on that competition? You know you should be counting
But
everything.
you're gonna tell me that Todrick Hall doesn't know you have to study the days for Big Brother? Todrick Hall, self-proclaimed superfan, watched every season of the show, doesn't know you have to know the days and the order of things
Right.
and who won what. You don't know this competition's coming.
And maybe he just didn't think it was important in this game.
Well, he did better
like,
with
for
the day
him.
counting thing. It was this true-false thing that threw him.
Yeah. But
He
I
did-
felt like
Still, though, like this isn't an uncommon final HOH competition. We've seen this
right.
plenty of
It
times.
isn't.
Right.
It
And that's
also
why
feels
I was
more-
surprised, and I almost felt like he felt like, oh, I don't have to study as much because I know this kind of thing more, better than other people in the house. Like, I wonder if that's how he felt, because even like the his speech, like his final 2 plea to win the game, felt more like what you would see in one of those speeches on a regular Big Brother show, as opposed to a celebrity. Like he kind of like the way he was speaking in his speech made me feel like, okay, this is like a final 2 speech to the jury. Whereas Miesha's didn't feel like that as much to me. It was more kind of like, oh, I've been playing this game and I love this guy and I hope you vote for me. But Todrick was like, I've made all these moves. I came in with a plan. I did this, this, and this. Like he gave what felt like a regular format of like a final 2 speech. So it's surprising to me that he got one question right on like the most important HOH of the whole season. I don't know.
Yeah. I had something to say about that too, and I lost it.
Chris Kattan was back.
He was back.
Yeah. I was glad to
For
see
a
him.
full 2 seconds.
I was glad to see him. But I'm annoyed, especially because we didn't even know what our vote was. Just give the guy a vote. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
It clearly
understand.
wasn't going to make a huge difference anyway. Just let him vote.
Right. Right.
He just got to sit there. He said
And-
nothing. Like, I mean, like, what was the point?
Honestly,
What was the point?
I also wanted him to get a vote because I hated the way that wheel looked with only 8 slots and just that random, like blank chunk. Did you notice that? On the little wheel that they all put their keys in, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then just like a giant
block.
blank space. Like that looks terrible.
But I thought nothing. I didn't even notice. I was so busy cringing over everything. that, like,
Kyle,
that
who loves
wasn't-
nothing more than the nomination wheel, wasn't paying attention to
Yeah.
the key block.
No, there was too many other things. This is not as fun as the nomination wheel at all. Like, totally not. It's not really the wheel that I like. It's the glances and the glares. It's the ranking of people. That's what I like. I don't give a damn if the actual
And the
count.
tiny people carrying it out.
I do enjoy that. That is what's missing in BB Can. Okay. Now I don't know how they do nominations later on, but the way they do it, like in this season 1, is very fun. But I do miss watching the little people struggle with the wheel. Yeah, I do miss that. Yeah, I miss that.
And I even it still happens, right? The table shrinks. The less people are
Oh,
in
Yeah.
the kitchen table.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I guess not in Celebrity. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it happen here. But I mean, it was also just a
Wait.
small cast to begin with.
Yeah, and they leave so fast that like
Yeah.
and be replacing the table like every other day.
Yeah. That table's already set for BB24. Nobody's touching it. Nobody's moving it. It's already in place.
All right, well, we're done. There's clearly nothing else. We talked about the table. Like, I think it's over. I think we're done. We still need to decide though what we're doing about BB Can versus Survivor.
Yeah. Sorry, Survivor.
I know, but
No,
we
listen,
need to figure out
already-
how we're watching this.
We already watched this game of Survivor. We'll figure it out.
Listen, I got a lot of Canadian friends. One of you's got to step it up with how we're going to be watching BB Can live. Come on.
Gina has been promising Canadian friends
Yeah.
helping us since
They're not coming through for me.
since episode 1. This is episode 62, and we don't even know what the future of our
Yeah.
podcast is because we still
are-
do not have a Canadian friend.
We are asking for help.
I'm trying my best, okay?
We're
Please.
facing cancellation.
Yes.
because-
Please.
I got us Australian Survivor, all right? I can make it happen.
Our
No.
neighbors to the north. Please. Please help us.
I mean, listen, if you guys ever do Australian Survivor, I am so down for that.
Listen, I have answers on BB Can. I have answers. I
We
just
can
don't
do
wanna be-
no, we can.
I just don't want to be in charge of everything. We'll talk offline, but we'll be seeing everybody soon, one way or the other.
It's not on
The thing
Facebook.
is, the thing is, I'm also still gonna watch Survivor. Like that's the thing.
I'll still
I am
watch
still
it.
gonna watch it, but that can't be the flagship show. So if we're doing Canada, then maybe at the end of our Canada podcast, we're like, oh, by the way,
Thoughts?
Survivor 42, like just random chatter
Yeah.
because we're not gonna skip it. But all right, thanks, Tommy. We had all the fun.
Whee!
It's been a nice season. It's been a predictable season, but
Yeah.
See you in
it's
the
all nice
summer.
we can all be together. You see, no, we're gonna do something this spring.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe we'll see you this summer.
Yeah.
All right, love you all. Thanks a lot. Tell a friend, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.